Morning, everybody. Thought I'd pop up this morning and do a quick video. I was looking at the headlines today, and it's just wow. It's one of those. It's hard to believe. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Me and the wife were sitting there last night. Commercial comes on, antidepressant. Talks about, this antidepressant, if your antidepressant's doing this to you, try this, try this. And, it may have side effects, suicide, and y'all seen them. And I was just sitting there laughing, going, wow, who sits at home going, that's a good idea. I've been taking this medicine and it's messing me up over here. Now, if I take this medicine, it'll fix that. And it's just, y'all know what I'm talking about. It just keeps getting worse. And I was telling Ellen yesterday, I said, man, this whole Joe Biden presidency, this is, without a doubt, this is the devil loose, rubbing our noses in it. Nothing else explains it. That guy is such a buffoon. He almost reminds me of the guy, and you've all seen him, the guy at the grocery store they let have a part-time job to sack. Oh, he's so excited to see everybody. And then he gets mesmerized by the bag of jelly beans. So, you know what I'm talking about. But this is one of the most blatant socialist dictatorial moves ever. Any country. I was watching a deal yesterday. They were talking about 47 other countries like us all have voter ID laws. All of them. Only ones around here that don't want you to have an ID to vote is the left. That's pretty funny. Voter integrity. No, can't make them have an ID. That's questioning their integrity. And it's amazing the way they try and fool us into believing all this voting matters. It's such a huge distraction. Keep seeing it every day in the papers or in the news feeds. Oh, Arizona count audit. Audit. Finds tens of thousands. Another one finds thousands. Yeah. Like I always say, what are you going to do about it? I ain't going to do nothing. Sorry, guys. A little juicy this morning. But, what are you going to do about it? We were talking. I watched the deal yesterday. So, the FBI director says, yeah, we're gonna open up another division because we don't have enough people. We don't have enough people to investigate all these things going on. You don't. It was last year you were able to scramble 12 FBI agents to the NASCAR track to investigate a possible lynching. But then last year when a RV blew up in front of a AT&T building, you couldn't seem to find any evidence. I couldn't seem to figure anything out there. Would y'all send 3 guys? I probably shouldn't do these videos till I've cleared out in the morning. It's just hell moving to a new region. Man, got my allergies all messed up. But yeah, you look at that kind of stuff, guys. I know it's so discouraging out there. You'd hope that we'd find leadership that actually knew how to lead and wanted to lead. We got ourselves into such a mindset around here is that only somebody who's been to an Ivy League school or is a lawyer or a doctor or that's about it. Doctors and lawyers are all that become politicians anymore. How do we let that happen? Well, they make the laws, so they wrote it just so just about only people who can get into politics are doctors and lawyers who know how to navigate the paperwork and then know how to set up the fake fundings and then are able to launder their money properly with plausible deniability. I don't know how many of y'all know the story about Dinesh D'Souza and what happened to him during the Obama administration with campaign finances. Quick story on it. He sent a college roommate who was running for state legislator, I think in Massachusetts or something. He sent her anonymously $25,000 for her campaign, and he didn't realize that in that state or by national law, I'm not sure which one it was, you can only do, I think you can only do 10,000. You can't do a big chunk, one big chunk. But she didn't even know he did it. She didn't know it was him. She had no idea what was going on. It wasn't a bribe. It wasn't anything like that. Well, come to find out, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. And he's the first person in history that they could find or know of that was actually tried and convicted on this campaign finance stuff. And when it first started, he said his lawyers were like, dude, this is a slam dunk. He said, this happens all the time. They'll give you a warning. You'll have to take the money back, and we'll be done. And he says, man, then all of a sudden, his lawyer's like, hey, we need to talk. He's like, did you make people mad? Did you do something? Because these guys are serious. I've never seen this before. They are serious. And he's like, well, now I've done a book and movies about the Clintons and the Obamas. Well, he found out what that'll get you. He didn't get in the body count, but he got in the railroad to prison. And most people they couldn't believe it. Those lawyers couldn't believe that he was actually tried and then convicted. And he's like, it was easy to convict me. I admitted to it. I said, yeah, I did it. I didn't know there was anything wrong with it. She was a friend. I wasn't trying to buy influence. It's state legislature in Massachusetts. Who cares? Well, Obama administration cared. But you guys know what I'm talking about. They've set the system up so they're never held accountable. They can always just slink off one side or the other direction and fade back in the crowd. And I actually saw and heard a name yesterday, and not the federal government. I hadn't heard in a while. Mendez. That dude was out there. He was batting. He was batting in the lineup for Obama. He was always out there raising some kind of crap. But he was back in. How did these people stay in office so long? What is the matter with you Americans? Jesus. Y'all just, man, nobody cares. These guys here are obvious crooks. Obvious. I mean, I guess wherever they live, wherever they're from, they've got you people so duped and so freaking hoodwinked, y'all don't have a clue. Y'all go and y'all vote for them every time, don't y'all? I can't believe it. I noticed when I was in high school here in Texas, there were some guys like that. And I asked my parents, And they keep voting those guys in. Oh, well, you know, where he lives, everybody likes him. But he doesn't do anything. He's a piece of crap. Or she. You know, and his best answer was, those people like him. You know, it's kind of like, you know, your mayor who voted him in. The people that like him. How did he stay? People that like him. Is he doing any good? I don't know. People like him. That's like Joe. That's one of the best things about Joe Biden is everybody's like, you know, everybody likes Joe. You know, Joe's just a regular guy. Nobody likes Joe. Joe can't carry on a conversation. You know, Joe can't do nothing. He had to prep for 2 weeks for his little G7 summit, and he still dropped the ball on that. He got mad at a reporter for asking him why is he so confident Putin will come around. Oh man, that got all over him. That was funny. But geez, this guy, he's already got a blooper reel this first 6 months. And most presidents having a lifetime. Hell, they thought Ford was a blooper machine. Dude. Oh, Biden. How long, guys? I said 1 year. I said by the end of the year, they're going to be lining Biden up for the old folks home. How can they not? How can they not? You know, Trump wasn't even elected yet, and they started 25th Amendment. That guy's crazy. Listen to the stuff he says. He's crazy. You know, but Biden, ooh, no, he's Einstein. He's Malcolm Gladwell. He's Aristotle. He's all of them wrapped up into one. He's a regular Joe the plumber, and he's a genius philosopher. And don't y'all like the way they put his wife out front? If it wasn't the presidency, I'd say they're doing the same old bait and switch they do with these senators and congressmen. Oh, he died. Well, his wife's going to run for his seat. And she always wins. Has a wife ever not won the seat that her dead husband ran for? I'd like somebody to check that out. That'd be funny. I bet that's quite a list. They always get that. Well, I had been playing a song just about every time I've been on lately. So I don't want to break that trend. So let's break one out here. I haven't heard this one. So let's see.
At Panera, we make dinner easy and cheesy.
I haven't heard this one yet.
The masquerades as mimics. We study facts and inspect the clues.
separating us to a confident truth. Fit it together and connected, and use the internet to network with like minds connected. It's most effective when we show respect, and when the evidence leads us, it's our direction. We follow patterns with experience. Abductions and UFO sightings have us curious. Is it a mysterious coincidence? Now we have so many sightings without physical evidence. Are we part of an experiment meant to hybridize the human race without us knowing it? Will they accelerate our planet or destroy us and call it evolution advancement? Take us to clues, there's no need to be trouble. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Bring us to clues, there's no need to be trouble. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Scientific with analysis. Let's investigate these things. Forget about the politics. We want disclosure if that's what you got. We want to separate the actual facts from what's not. Open your minds for a moment and walk the narrow path to find your eyes will be open. You can see the world in a whole new light. Read between the lines and you'll see that I'm right. What really happened in 1947? Aliens, weather balloons, angels from heaven, a dimensional invasion. Now could it be true the Bible's part of the equation? Open our eyes to all the possibilities so we don't get burned by fakes and facsimiles. Common themes are a part of the key, so don't be deceived like Adam and Eve. Bring us to clues, there's no need to be trouble. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Bring us to clues, there's no need to be trouble. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture.
Keep looking at it. Not putting the blinders on. If you're so open to doing honest research.
Nice. That one, I never heard it before. I'm just going through their stuff. I know, I said I don't like rap, and I don't. But I do like spoken word like that that's got some smart stuff in it. I guess I'll knock it off. 20-minute video or so. Hadn't been on with Alan lately. Me and the wife spending more time together. She was 6 months down here by herself. She was lonely. She was lonely by herself down here. She's enjoying having us around. It's good to have her around. So I'll be back on. I just spend some time with her, get her feeling better, get her comfortable again. But I appreciate anybody and everybody that watches. Love you all, and have a great day.